you guys jump down? We don't allow anybody to sit in on the windowsill. Thank you. Okay. And that economy was the hide and tallow trade. In fact, there were so many different types of people coming into California from all over the world that it probably looked a lot like your class does today. In fact, in the late 1700s, we have the industrialization happening. This is where folks are starting to make things on machines. Machines didn't look like they do today. You couldn't plug them into the wall. They ran off of great big water wheels and windmills. And in order to capture that power and run it to your machines, you had to have belts. And that's where the cowhides were being used for. And the byproduct, another byproduct of the cow called tallow is being used to lubricate the machine. And so you would have seen a lot of different faces here in California. You had people here from Hawaii, China, Portugal, Africa, as well as Italy, France, Spain, and Germany, and Denmark, and Sweden, and Finland,
and Mexico.
There was an industrial nation with a port. They were doing business here in California. And so if you were coming from the United States or Western Europe, you have to go down and around Cape Horn. Does anyone know where Cape Horn is? It's at the very southern tip of South America. And Richard Henry Dana writes about going around the Horn. He says that the waves are as high as a ship is long. He's on the Pilgrim, and the ship he's on is 90 feet long. He says that every time the ship crests over a wave, it races down the other side, and when it gets to the bottom of the wave, the whole bow of the boat disappears in the water. Does that sound like any fun?
No. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of sailors lose their lives going around Cape Horn. Yeah, take one of the chaperones and go right on over there to the restroom.
What's that?
A chaperone, one of the people that, one of the adults. And once you're around the Horn, you can't come up the South American coast because the ocean currents are too strong and the winds are blowing in the wrong direction. So you have to go head for Hawaii, where you're going to take on fresh water and food, and then you will take it prevailing winds into California. So once you're in California, does your job stop? Are you all done? No. In fact, half of you are going to stay in San Diego, and the typical U.S. crew was about 14. So half of you will stay in Mexico, in San Diego, where you will process cowhides, because when a shipping company gets them, they're right off the cow. And so they have to be processed. That way they won't rot going around Cape Horn back to where they came from. And the rest of you will be with an agent with the shipping company, or the captain of the ship you came on, and you'll be meeting up with ranch owners for cowhides. So now I need 5 volunteers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on up here.
He called me.
I have 5 handles on my rope.
That's 4. Now that's 5.
Get on the outside of the rope.
It looks like I can't see.
And there's a handle, 2 handles down here. Stretch it out.
Is that Boogie?
And this is the size and shape. This is the size and shape of a 35-foot coastal schooner. And these were made at the Russian Boat Works, both at Bodego Bay and Fort Ross.
Es video.
We'll go ahead
Es video.
and put the rope down to a
Oh, video.
shape. And these little ships were very good. I mean, if you came on one of those big hide ships, the last thing you want to do is tie it up looking for cowhide. You want to get that ship loaded and sent back to its home port. These little boats will go go into shallow waters and small bays where a larger boat won't. And so it takes about a whole year to get enough cowhides to send back to a home port. Okay, come on over here, guys. We'll talk about why Sutter needed sailors.
No.
Sutter needed sailors.
Stop.
You know,
Your face.
even though the ocean is at least 100 miles from here, the best way around California is still by water. Sutter is the first community that's this far away from the ocean. But if you had to go anywhere in California, you'd still want to do it by boat because there's this great big inland sea at that time called the Delta, as well as swift and deep running rivers here in the valley. So the best way around California is still by water.
That noise.
And he also has ships going to his farm on the Feather River, as well as down into San Francisco Bay every day. So Sutter needed people that could sail ships. So you guys have any questions about sailing? Yeah. Yep, we did. Yes. What's that? How many feet? Oh, how many? This will go into shallow water. A big 90-foot ship might have a draft of 12 feet.
I got the bronze.
So come on up here. We'll make a line around my boat. We'll load this boat.
I got the